Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hanik 31 coming at you. I got with me Johnny Omaha. How you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing great, Hanik. Thanks for having me today.
My pleasure, Johnny. We are getting set here for NAS. We're doing Al Basra this week, which I'm not sure if we've done that in a while here. I mean, we kind of rode with it pretty hard when it first came out, but it's been a little while. It'll be interesting to see how things have changed on the map here with strategies and mortars and everything else.
Yeah, very exciting. I think the last big change was the addition, some moving around of some cap points, and I don't recall personally, maybe it was a time when I was not here, but I don't think we've done the new layout yet.
No, I don't think we have since they moved the flags around. So, yeah, it should be interesting from a competitive standpoint. See how everyone rolls.
And looks like I was in the wrong server, so I'm going to join right now. There's two.
Yeah, I got a backup one just in case we needed it, because I didn't want to have any sort of problems. But except the problem was everyone named it the same thing.
Same thing. There it is. Who's on first?
So this week we're gonna have Army of 9. The doctor's office is in FFO, and TBG had to pull out last minute, so we're getting some extras in here in the server. But they'll be going up against Clandestine Operations Group, Tactically Adequate Alpha Dogs, and Armed and Ready. So we got a lot of veterans here. The last few guys joining the server, and then we will get things going for everyone here. This Labor Day weekend here in the U.S.
It is indeed. I think there's North America. There's something in Canada as well. I don't know if it's labor with a U or if they've got another thing.
Labor with a U.
Maybe, possibly. I do want to say special thanks to the teams that are swapping in here at the last second. We had that last-minute cancellation, which can kind of throw things off point. So special thanks. I think that was it. You said doctor's office coming in?
No, they were already scheduled. I think we got a kind of a ragtag group of anyone else who had a couple extra guys jumping in here. So
love it.
Rampage. I'm gonna try to see if I can team switch someone here. Where's Rampage? AR Rampage. We're about to see some crazy admin stuff here.
Ooh, crazy admin stuff. I love it.
Do some list players. We're gonna find Rampage, who is ID number 4. Admin force. Oh, that's not what I want. Admin change. What the hell is that damn command? Change teams with ID. Change. That's not what I wanted. Well, I don't remember the command, so we're just not gonna want to worry about it.
Let's not worry about it.
It's all semantics.
Tomato, tomato, red team, blue team.
We're all a team. I think we're doing well. Surprisingly, we got pretty much a decent set of everyone in here, it looks like.
Yeah, pretty close to showtime here. Oh, yep, just a little bit there. Looks like almost on the dot. Hanik, special thanks to you. I know you had to kind of rejigger your setup here because we're doing the restream thing, so we're catching people on YouTube and all the other great places. So.
A little bit of here, a little bit of there.
Yeah, yeah.
A little bit of everywhere. That's what North America's all about. I just made that up, but it probably is about that.
These guys talking about Discord right now. What is that? What's going on? Back in my day, we used TeamSpeak, and we liked it.
It was a good day. Damn it, what the hell is that
what is
command?
Admin switch.
Switch?
Oh,
No.
force.
It's not
Force
it's not switch.
net update on client saturation. That's a pretty big...
yeah, I thought that was it at first. I'm like, well, I'm reading it. I'm like, no, that's definitely not it.
That was a thing. Where was it? It was on a patch note, wasn't it?
Yeah. Who watching right now knows the command force switch someone? That's what we need.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Force. January. That was the old one.
Force net. Nope.
Nope.
Well, as soon as I can get him switched here, we'll.
They did it for the streamers that couldn't get on the team, so it added a new rule that you could do thingamaboo. Admin console commands. Here we go. Admin force team change by ID. That's what it should be.
Yeah, I don't think we have. So another thing to yell at Backpack about. I was pretty sure that was force, but yeah. See, I don't think we have the ability to do that.
Yeah, it is its own
Special
access.
command. Yeah.
It's its own access. I also do not have it.
So I just want to get him situated. I know these teams have strats and they want to talk about it, so I don't want to get us going here right in the middle of him being on the team.
Art got a job. Art got a job. I want to ride it pretty hard. And CMYK Matter joining us, breaking stuff as usual.
That's how we do.
We gotta do it. It's, you know, hey.
What is
hey.
Rampage? 4? Admin kick by ID. 4 AFK. And that's one way to fix it. And
No.
I think we're pretty good here. I think we're. How are we sitting over here? COG, TA, Alpha Dogs. We actually got ourselves a little team. Let's get things going here.
Aw, no more Baron Von Noodles. It's just Noodle. Aw, that's sad. Doctor's office. Just Noodle.
I thought that was for a sec.
Oh.
No!
Oh, that was close.
Wasn't close game, Morty.
Oh no,
Morty,
Nightbot.
Uh-oh. Yep, got studying streamer apparently was using a lot of caps. My bad.
I love caps.
Morty.
What is my purpose?
That's a dick move in bird culture.
You guys ready to say cheese?
So again, we'll be doing Al Basra here.
God damn!
We'll
Show
be
me
watching
salad.
the team we're on currently should be going to US. And we're going to see how they penetrate.
What? What?
Redigion, hey, good day. What's happening? Studying streamer, how are you doing, gentlemen? We are doing great. Well, I'm doing great. Johnny, are you doing great? How are you doing?
I'm getting over some sickness, so I appreciate
Ooh.
Hanik wanting to step up and lead cast here. Not wanting to step up. I just, you know, doing the lead cast. So appreciate that today, Hanik. Appreciate that. Apologize if I cough in anybody's face. Try to mute it.
Yeah, let's keep that on your side of the internet.
No, we'll try. We'll try.
Man, I can't wait for the day where I can go in min cam in the pregame again.
Ooh, yes, yes,
Got it.
yes.
Crumbopulous, did you get briefed on the plan, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you know I know what the plan is.
I'm just
handling Logi for Village.
Harbinger, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's funny. I'm just gonna call you Harb. I'm not gonna call you Crom.
No,
Who's
I
handling
need it.
Logi for Village, fellas?
So it sounds like Doctor's
Say again.
taking the main lead here.
Who is handling Logi for Village?
We're bringing Logi out to Logi suburbs.
Cool.
You can bring in a... Yeah, Logi should be going to Village. Harb, do you want to bring in the Logi for Village? Or outskirts? Just have one guy spawn at main? Or do you want my guys to do it?
I can have one of my guys do it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, just have one guy, one of your guys, grab the Logi from main and bring it straight outskirts. And remember, only have 5 will spawn in from your squad in total for VCP. Checkpoint, whatever you want to call it.
So the thing I like to see, Johnny, is it sounds like they're doing a lot of
My guys are ready.
pre-match organizing here, trying to figure out how they want Logi's runs to go. I know the teams got together before the match here
Remember
to
have,
talk
vehicle
about
claims
strategy.
Off. Hanik, if you can hear us. I don't know if it's off or not. Or whatever it is. Disable the vehicle.
Oh, the vehicle claim is what they were talking about there.
Yep,
Look
turn
at
that off.
Okay. Okay, great. Great.
Yeah, I just turned it to 1. Your guys are good.
That'll really change things up here. Yeah, the two spawns here. It sounds like they've got that communication. And Doc office, he's got a great bedside manner, and he's definitely going to be leading the pack here. We were talking internally to the teams like, hey, don't be afraid to step up and take charge, and that's what Doc's going to do.
Yeah, it's one thing that really separates the public realm of matches compared to a more competitive one is having that person that kind of lead everyone. I mean, everyone kind of gets their own little, once you get the bullets flying and the rockets and everything else, it gets kind of a, oh my God, look at all these guys loaded up here for the U.S.
No, that's Doc Hammer in the ambulance. We'll call it the hambulance.
The ambulance.
The ambulance.
Whoop whoop.
This is going to be scary because Tactically Adequate pushing out real quick here.
There's a rush coming to village. There is a rush coming to village.
I just saw Logi right dead front.
So here they call out the Logi, the rush by the insurgents, and here comes the rocket and the dismount. So Tactically Adequate
Full rush outskirts.
engaging them head on with their own Logi here. So the U.S. kind of having a chaotic moment as they dropped off about half of their vehicle, and now they're just being systematically cleared out by the insurgents here as they have a technical to the north. The Logi's still alive in the south. Looks like Shinra President's the only one up for the U.S. hiding inside of a building. Trying to engage here. He's hitting in a garage. So he's the only survivor. Let's see where Doc ended up going with that vehicle. Right into the heart of the city. What do you got over there, Johnny?
He survived at the suburbs. He made it in the ambulance with Aaron Boy, Beezer, Doc Hammer, and Crichton. They do survive that, and I'm telling you, that transport truck looks in full green health to me. So looks like a little disaster back at outskirts, but suburbs here. These guys are in a position to really cause some havoc.
Yeah, it looks like Jaeger and Odie out here on a vehicle engaging Alpha Dogs as Alpha Dogs goes down. So Alpha Dogs looks like armed and ready way off to the south. So digging in a lot right now are the insurgents. And looks like Tactically Adequate in the meantime is a big explosion to the north. Looks like Alpha Dogs, or Army of 9, excuse me, with their own Logi for the U.S. and a bunch of dead bodies. Flaming Logi wasn't even able to get supplies down, but it's trying to just survive out there. That's Morty.
He's burning alive while he's driving this Logi, and there's still plenty of Tactically Adequate and Alpha Dogs ready to go. Oh,
Doc,
maybe
how's
not.
Suburbs looking over there? Suburbs is fine. We're there. Fucking outskirts, guys. I'm trying to get all my guys.
Shit show.
So now Morty looks like he's going to try to go right through the heart of the city.
It's definitely an outskirts rush.
And he's already taken one hit here, so another rocket right to his gut, and he's not going to be sitting good.
Yep. Tactically Adequate Legend.
Oh!
With the hit.
All right, they rush outskirts.
Right in the rear, and down he goes, and that's going to put a damper in Doc's plan. As Doc, you can see
Logi's
there is a
down.
radio in the very middle of the
We have no
map,
spawns in suburbs.
but now there's no way to reinforce, no spawns to get there. So hopefully the insurgents do not find that in the middle of the city, because right now everything hinges on that for the U.S. As we take a look south, armed and ready again, Duggan way to the south. Village here, we'll take a quick look at the map. Looks like Village for the U.S. They did cap that. Looks like FFO's there with a vehicle, the Striker. And Outskirts is the next on the list, but they're unable to get any type of penetration into Outskirts. Army of 9 engaging to the north.
A big misplay here for Army of 9, unfortunately, to say it. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's almost like you forget you're going up against the insurgents, because you can't just drive in a straight line on the road, especially on the road when they have the C4. They've got the mines.
The fuck?
You got to be careful, and you have to take the road less traveled, i.e., not the road.
The road less traveled, that's not a road.
I don't know.
Metaphorically and realistically. So early on here, the insurgents doing a great job at just controlling the map. So I think the U.S., they try to make it a focus. It looked like just to try to get to the center of the map, cause a little bit of chaos, but they have not been able to penetrate directly into the city here still. They're slowly just trying to clear out some of these buildings, but they need to get a spawn down to get some more bodies directly on this.
Haydick, if you look directly to your north, you're going to see Alpha Dogs, Iman Wright, and Coral with the SPG techie.
Yeah, we're getting fucked over outskirts. We couldn't get
Rolling
around.
around here.
Yeah, and that's a nice thing with this. All these vehicles, these technicals in this wide open land is they can just fly around.
Get blown up.
They've got everywhere they want to go, and they got all the speed.
Yeah, beautiful hit and run there from Alpha Dogs.
They definitely
Ish
got a
Patel
pop
saying,
out.
high school memories, the road not taken by Robert
We got
Frost.
back to Maine, but we blocked the bridge.
Get Off the Road by Robert Frost from the Stuttering Streamer. So here comes FFO now, so maybe a little bit of support for the U.S. They've got the Striker on the road, checking out gas station. Rocode Ghost, the newest member of FFO, who, I don't know if you saw that, Johnny, the International Squad Knockout Tournament in their last match was on mortar detail, and, man, they made it rain.
Oh, I'm hoping he can maybe do a repeat here. We'll see how Mortars do in the new Al Basra.
So Striker here just controlling the road. They don't know to the north, though, that Eamon Wright is still with that SPG techie.
They know we're on suburbs.
Once they get a shot on that Striker, they really got to hightail it out of there because that thing can't take a lot of hits, especially once that Striker sees them.
Looks like they've taken down one of the transport trucks. I see it's burning now.
Yeah, it looks like Eamon Wright now is trying to move up. I think they did see that. There's a shot, and it does hit. Direct hit on Sniper Yan and New Machine in the Striker.
That Striker at
So that was a beautiful long-range shot.
You can drop a Bob Ross.
Let's see if he can hit this one. Oh, they're still moving.
Imam Wright and Coral. Oh, starting to get shot up.
Oh,
on a
another
50 cal.
beautiful shot. Oh, so they got 2 shots on him before they go down. I'd say that's successful right there. I was only anticipating maybe 1 before they went down, but they did get 2 hits on that. Now the Striker's going to have to head back for repairs. Sniper and New Machine heading back.
Huge range shot. Can't believe they made that. That's like a hole-in-one with a golf par 4. Nailing it. Cinderella story.
So just what the U.S. needed, when as soon as FFO came in from the west, now they have penetration directly in the center of outskirts. They've got bodies on it here. You can see, and we look at the map real quick, a ton of blue and a ton of red. So this is definitely a hot zone for everyone. Tactically adequate moving in.
5 seconds. 5 seconds on outskirts, Cap.
Redigion asking, are mortar calculation permitted in these type of matches? You betcha.
Nice work on outskirts.
Yeah, I say penetration. It's a word of the day, penetration.
Ish Patel in chat saying Iman specializes on SPGs on this map. Literally the only thing we do while pubbing on this map. Well, you can tell with those dead-eye shots with that SPG, a lot of power in a very little package.
So U.S. does officially capture outskirts. They're now going to have to make their way to refinery here, and it might actually be a smart thing if they had some sort of troop transport of their own to just get in here, get these bodies, and just move right over. They could leave a lot of these insurgents in this area and have a good clean cap over in refinery. So let's swing back over and try to see how Doc is doing with that.
We're building a hab in
What
suburbs
was
right
a secret hab, but it looks like the Logi just supplied. That was Noodle, formerly Baron. Now he's just a regular Joe.
Just Noodle.
And you can see Chandler and Beezer building the hab, but they are engaged by Armed and Ready to the north. And the ever dangerous 4, 3, 6-story buildings here.
We're holding cap, 5% in the red, holding cap.
Armed and Ready somehow
Suburbs, we have a spawn.
holding it. They must be, no, they're in. They're fully within the cap. Oh, just a couple guys off, actually. Naps, Smoko 4, Crims, Aunt Jemima.
Nice work, ladies. I'm gonna have my guys get a transport. We're gonna be bringing it in. We're gonna be bringing it to refinery.
September, thanks for the follow. Looks like Krypton and Chandler here by the hab, along with Beezer and Doc getting some more spawns. Aaron Boy, Jaeger. Odie over here as well, so they're just trying to control here. So if they can get some more bodies from the insurgents to come push south, that might open the door for the U.S. to move to the north. But the U.S. is yet to kind of pull off of outskirts here. It looks like a lot of them are moving on foot. Army of 9 slowly making their way east.
Yeah, Haynick, you're going to see Tactically Adequate to their south and Alpha Dogs to their north, pinching them in as Army of 9 tries to move towards the refinery.
Yeah, it's one of those things here. It's going to be interesting, too. I mean, I love what Doc did by putting that hab right in the middle of the map, because this map there's so much movement you have to do across the city and very quickly. You don't really get a lot of time to put a hab down and engage in a big battle. You need kind of one key fob, one hab, and that's what they did. So they just need to make sure they control that. As we take a look at refinery here, looks like Alpha Dogs, what remains from them, from those SPG techies, running back in. Clandestine Operations Group already is dug in. So the U.S. and looks like FFO spawning on Doc's fob to the south as well. So if they can control the heart of the map, they can move wherever they want freely here. They do have quite a long haul to get up to refinery. But so far, they are winning the day, are armed and ready. Major Malfunction, you can see, is dead. The only one remaining is Winnie the Pew.
I'm on the roof. I'm on the roof.
Winnie the Pew. Love it.
Winnie the Pew. Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, 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 pew.
And Noob going down.
Guy in my building.
Calling doing the local guy in my building.
Dr. Hammer, you need a medic.
Nice job, Tim.
So I hear a lot of local contact here, calling out the contacts. It looks like Max, Alpha Dog's pushing the hab
West side suburbs, lots of them, lots of them.
inside of the hab here. I don't think anyone from the U.S. team even saw him.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Ish Patel saying, I think that's the first time we've seen a U.S. rush the suburbs on this layer. Isn't it, Johnny? And I think from our broadcast, it definitely is. I think the only time we really played this was when it first came out, and then we since implemented almost like a maps list rotation. As Max takes down Army of 9's member, and then Chandler clears him out. So short-lived there for Max, as armed and ready now is pushing the hab. Very nice. Trenkos and Smoked here engaging. So the U.S. has some holes in their defense.
Well, their bridges are completely fucking blocked now. They have no more supplies.
Southern Streamer saying, Winnie the Pew and his best friend Trigger. Oh man, that is good. So the hab under constant attack here, but Army of 9 is now getting on refinery, and they are coming in from the south, where there is no coverage because FFO is drawing them all out to the north. COG and Alpha Dogs engaging FFO, and FFO using the Striker. Looks like they got a radio down, which is being dug up currently by Jester Joe Omaha, pushing him though, takes him down.
The hab's they're digging up the hab.
So they know there's a fob up there, but this might actually be a nice little honeypot here as we keep with the Honey the Pew theme.
That's right.
So FFO does have bodies they're defending, but again, to the south, Army of 9 is moving in here. They just need to move it a little bit faster here to help out FFO.
Status update on suburbs as well, just to let you know, hey Nick, the hab has been dug down to stage 1. It is no longer spawnable, but Doc Hammer's crew still working hard, is armed and ready, doing some work down
the
here.
hab back up. We're doing fine. They're not capping.
Yeah, major malfunction up on the roof. Trenkos right just south of it inside of the building here. Spot can try to push him. Spot goes down. Major malfunction goes down, so using some different rooftops here. It looks like Trenkos is the only one left. He goes down. So Doc's guys doing a great job here, working together, communicating.
We're digging the hab back up in the suburbs.
Oh, that's a great question. Ish is asking, how did major malfunction get up on that roof?
Nice job, gentlemen.
That would be a question.
I don't know. That's a good question. Parkour. Parkour?
That's a new parkour update, 9.9.
Fucking team is
Yeah.
coming across the land bridge right now, east side of suburbs.
Yeah, a
So
mass revive would definitely do it.
You guys can refinery. We can go down to suburbs.
Yeah, looks like Army armed and ready here, pushing to, like Doc just called out, to their west, coming across the land bridge. We're going to swing back north here. As it looks like Army of 9 is now moving in on refinery. They wiped out a rally for Clandestine Operations Group, and they are slowly pushing up here. Let's take a
Guys,
look
did we
to
take
see if
the refinery or
FFO
not? I need to know now.
is holding on.
Yes, we are taking it.
FFO completely wiped here. Their radio is still up inside
work,
of this. So no one dug that radio up, but FFO might, you could say that it's a good trade here. FFO pulling the bodies off. And you can see here, if Army of 9 can clear out about these 5 guys from Alpha Dogs and Clandestine Operations Group, they can start capping this.
Also, quick note, 345 to 477. The United States seems like they're winning, but when you take a look at the tickets, that's definitely not the case. With over 150 tickets right around there, difference.
Ish Patel saying
And-
insurgents start with more
Got that
tickets.
as,
Yes, I believe this
refinery.
one is at 70, 75?
10 seconds.
Yes, about
Excellent.
75. About 75.
Nice work, guys.
So some maps I think are 50 and some are 75. It just depends on the map. So Army of 9 here engaging, using their optics to their advantage, trying to push in all these guys as they try to push back inside. Wampus goes down. Lawinator goes down.
All right, we should get a 3-man team moving Oasis, at least a 3-man scout team. As soon as that shit's capped. Or even earlier.
So Army of 9 just
Refinery cap.
slowly pushing in here, but they're trading kills, getting the kills, covering each other, doing a good job of pushing up. Chester Joe running right in the open. Noob takes him down. Shubba then takes down Noob.
We're capping suburbs.
Oh my gosh, and there's the call. We're capping suburbs. Well, I'll tell you one thing, though. The insurgents are not taking this. They're setting up the board. They're getting mines down. They're getting their fobs down. And the question is, do they have United States right where they want them?
Yeah, I think the nice thing is the U.S. had a good plan to get to the point they're at right now where they're capping suburbs. But then it becomes a matter of how are they going to change it up to get to Oasis. And here comes some spawns, and looks like tactically adequate now. The heavy hitters come pushing in on the hab that Doc has. So you can see a lot of them pushing Alpha Dogs. Tactically adequate here, pushing in. Oh, Ghost takes a grenade to the face, or a rocket to the face from Legend.
On suburb.
So we can step back here real quick, just take a quick look in the sky. You can see the cap zone here, so the U.S. still has as many bodies as they need, as it looks like this ragtag group and some Army of 9 guys coming in from the north. So they can do this fast enough here. They can cap this right out from under the insurgents, and they're going to have to, they pretty much could leave all those insurgents at the refinery where they won't be able to do anything.
Yeah, they're betting the farm, hey Nick, on refinery. I'm telling you, the insurgents, if they can get suburbs back and make the United States go back to refinery, it will be GG for United States, as that mess of Hornets are up there in refinery just setting up ready to tear into United States. But it's all going to ride on what happens here in suburbs.
Yeah, and you can see it looks like almost well more than half this U.S. team here now on suburbs. And you can see this death alley over here to the west of Armed and Ready just dead. This is just beautiful work. Noodle, Baron Von Noodle sitting in the second-story window just clearing out everyone who comes across this land bridge.
We have suburbs.
That is a suburbs cap, but
Yeah,
Doc Hammer,
we got
Doc-
suburbs. Just keep moving. Hit
Doc
Oasis
Hammer-
with everything we have.
about 5 minutes ago, said we need a 3-man team to Oasis. Unfortunately, that never happened. Had it happened,
We need to
they'd be
get
capping right now.
Bob Ross or Billy Idol on the west side of Oasis.
We're heading to Oasis with Logi now.
Nice job, gentlemen.
Getting rolled on chat. Bridges equal blocked. High ground they have.
Yeah, so I'll take a look at that, and that's one of the strategies here that is very common on Al Basra. And the thing that people forget is you have to be able to defend these bridges. If you're an insurgent, you can't just leave these open like this. You need to have someone guarding that to not allow this. But people think if they don't guard it, that people shouldn't be able to do that, but this is war. I mean, that's a strategy. If you can block the road, that's what you want to do.
I totally agree. On the flip side, though, I am eagerly awaiting the day that you can get your shovel out and spend some time
just to remove them from the field.
It. Yeah.
Yep.
So not instantly. I still want that to be a thing, but right now it's just. I agree with it. I still think it should happen, but I definitely am eagerly awaiting a change.
Yeah, so Oasis here, like you called, no U.S. nearby. They weren't able to get that type of thought process to get enough bodies here.
Copy, yeah, we're holding it. We're holding it.
So Doc holding out.
Oh, you got to look at your map right now here, Hanik. We're seeing an exodus of United States off of suburbs. And I'm scared that they're not going to have enough defense there. Thoughts on what's about to happen?
Yeah, they pretty much need to haul it because they're about to get engulfed by armed and ready, tactically adequate Alpha Dogs. Looks like the insurgents are all in on getting back suburbs.
And, you know, the math is not working out for them, as Ish Patel in chat is pointing out. Still 269 to 435. The ticket bleed, I don't know if is it working? Like, what's going on here? Yeah, village outskirts, refinery, and suburbs capped now, so there was never a full.
On suburbs.
We're going to be deadlocked as far as ticket bleed's concerned.
Yeah, but now it looks like Doc 2 is. There's really no one up here on suburbs, and it looks like they are capping it. At least they should be.
Oh no!
As I try to get an angle on this water.
How's Oasis?
To get this bulb, and it is blinking, I believe. So suburbs here is definitely going down. Looks like tactically adequate, armed and ready. Alpha Dogs, kind of a couple guys from every clan.
Thank you.
So here comes some more spawns now. Tucci, Omaha spawning in, Butterbot spawning in, and they ran right on top of Winnie the Pooh. Literally proned right next to the hab. Tucci ran right over top of him.
They're northwest, they're west, they're east. Suburbs getting surrounded. We need to start getting expansion on suburbs right now. Expansion.
That Prowler starting to dig. Patriot Chandler's there to defend. Patriot.
Oh, look at all this whole alleyway. Oh, and the IED.
They're digging down the hab.
That's one way to dig it up. He took about 3 of his own guys out, but it worked.
That's it. So when does the Bulldozer DLC come out? Says Armed and Ready Trenkos.
Suburbs right now. How's Oasis?
So as we swing back now on from suburbs to Oasis, you can see the U.S. is all over this. They'd clear that thing rather quickly, and down goes Eamon Wright.
Holy cats, and I don't know how it happened when you left here, Hanik. We are no longer neutralizing suburbs. I
think that IED killed so many insurgents. It killed about 3 or 4 insurgents.
They're digging back the radio up.
I think they're starting to get back on the point here. We'll see what's happening.
Yeah, and here comes the reinforcements.
Jesus Christ, I have no idea how I saved that.
There it is. They are neutralizing now.
Bill Nye saying at what cost? So they are defending suburbs. We might at the very least, get a double neutral here. The U.S. is now trying to do the roll. There's Oasis officially neutralized. So they are pushing towards the fringe to the south.
So that should do it. If they take Oasis, that means suburbs should be locked down because I don't think they're. Ooh, it's going to be close.
Yeah, I mean, the insurgents are all in on this one here. If that thing was even slightly a little bit already capped by the time they got there.
I think it was. This is going to be a nail biter here.
Right in the suburb in the hab.
And you can see, wow, look at all of these insurgents all over suburbs.
Ooh, this will not be good. Still, insurgents sitting at a miraculous 393 tickets compared to 229 for the United States. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm on the edge of my seat here, Hanik.
Yeah, I'm just waiting here, waiting for the notification.
They're all saying, ooh, this is going to be close.
So tactically adequate here, loading up all of their men and flying right to Oasis.
MRAP. Whoever's in that MRAP needs to fucking move right now.
So Tactical Adequate now getting hit. New machine from FFO and Roko to the north. So they're still outside of the cap zone here. If they would probably rush in there, they would deny this. They would slow this down enough.
Oh, man.
How is there still not a notification here? This is like the longest minute and a half.
Squad pushing suburbs. Yeah, it's a double nuke.
Yep, there it is officially.
Insurgent forces neutralize suburbs!
Alpha Fringe. Fringe is not an active objective.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I was hoping we were gonna get it. I'm pushing that way
it's
now.
gonna be a double nuke.
So there's the double neutral now, and now it's almost all the insurgents on suburbs.
Oh.
All the U.S. is going to have to conjure on Oasis now, as it looks like a strong element, though, of Alpha Dogs, Clandestine Operations Group, TA.
Huge.
And now they're pushing the building where the U.S. were held out.
So many bodies. The brain's still here.
How close are you guys to cap on Oasis?
It's pretty close. It's gotta be close.
Squad 3, I need you to get back to Oasis as soon as possible.
So Rookie on the U.S. Hab.
You want us to
Toxic
go to Oasis?
knows
Or
he's
go to
there, I
Suburbs?
think. He's just trying to find
I
him.
need you to go to Oasis as soon as possible.
Oh, and Rookie sees Sniper Yan. Takes him out. I don't know how Toxic did not hear him. Archangel just spawns in.
It's accurate-ish.
Now he's trying to clear this. Finally clears Rookie out of the Hab. So the Insurgents did their job here, caused a lot of chaos, forcing the U.S. to pull back. But now the U.S. is going to have to try a different strategy just to get things mixed up.
They have a Logi here. It's empty. I don't know if they have a fob.
212 to 364.
Yeah, here's the interesting too now. It looks like some of Doc's boys, they got a striker on the road to the north. Spot, Noodle, and Bees are moving in from the north. Doc Hammer is right on the cap. I don't know where all the Insurgents went.
Squad 4 trying to push Oasis.
But the U.S., if they get a small little group here, a lot of them just pushed off the flag. So it looks like Armed and Ready and Alpha Dogs pushed off, and they tried to engage the U.S. before they got there. So if the U.S. can hold on at Oasis, Doc's boys might be able to recap suburbs. It just depends on if Noodle, Beezer, and Spot from the north can push in here. Here comes Aaron Boy. Here comes Spot. Noodle, a couple buildings down. Looks like there's only 3 guys for the Insurgents on the flag. Kitty Wampus, Hidden Blade, and Winnie the Pooh.
Oh my gosh. Doc Hammer, Aaron Boy versus Armed and Ready Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
They
Spot and
are
Noodle go
capping
down.
suburb.
So Alpha Dog's clearing them out. So now they just need more numbers here. If they get about another squad and a half to join them.
Yeah, they're capping suburbs right now with just Aaron Boy and Doc Hammer. Winnie the Pooh, Kitty Wumpus is not in the cap. Major malfunction, not in the cap. This is happening. Getting
Capping
rolled.
suburbs. We're capping suburbs.
Here comes
10%
Pink
blue.
Predator and the Kool-Aid guy. They're closing in around him.
Oh, from behind, Doc goes down to Kool-Aid. Aaron Boy upstairs.
Yeah.
Aaron Boy trying to avenge the Doc. Takes Pink Predator down. Kool-Aid guy just outside. And he goes down, so Insurgents pushing back in here. They just need a good, I think the U.S. just need a good regroup. They need to just get all their guys back together and regroup here. It looks like there's not a lot of strong push by the Insurgents on Oasis. So this double neutral right here favors the U.S. heavily.
I'm going to disagree with that, Hanik. I would say if the ticket situation wasn't what it was, right now this double neutral with no bleed happening is heavily with 130 tickets difference. U.S. is really under the gun here. Just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Well, yeah, we're definitely going to have to see how this one plays out as the
Yeah,
Insurgents. I mean, they're really content just trying to defend suburbs right now. There's not much of anything strong going towards Oasis. The U.S. making it a point to control with the optics on the 4 or 5-story building, which gives them a clear line of sight of all the roads around. So they've got, you can see Clandestine Operations Group just trying to trade off some kills, but FFO's over there.
Give us 1 second. We're working the cap right now. Stand by.
Oh, we got a striker ready to go here. This is danger, danger, danger.
Yeah, and these are the type of things, if you're the U.S., you really need to make sure you're not going to lose this vehicle. So Doc going all in, doing a drop-off, takes another rocket.
One. He's yellow health. He can
Oh,
probably
and
take...
he went down the wrong road. I was going to say, if he went down the other one.
He's rolling in quiet. Oh, no. Chandler's at orange health.
Yeah, one more. Oh, and he gets double sandwiched. And down he goes. So that's 20 more tickets. And at what cost?
Suburbs?
Yeah, we're gonna fucking need help here. Just give me a second. They have a hab here. Alright, I'll keep my guys taking it away. We're already on.
So Jaeger goes down.
3 and 2 out there. In the suburbs.
Doc in the hab. Noodle right behind him.
Yeah, we're digging
Noodle's
up the
actually
hab right
digging.
now.
Oh, and he gets shot with a pistol.
Sorry, infantry to that northwest.
Now Doc with no shovels, the last man
They're in those
standing.
buildings and on that road.
And down he goes.
They've identified the hab, though. That's a
Their
key
hab
piece
and
of...
radio are on fucking suburbs right here in the
information.
Location. We need an extra squad pushing it.
So pretty much it's all Doc right now trying to take over suburbs. The rest of U.S. is just all in on defense on Oasis. So the U.S. really needs to regroup here before they get back in.
FFO Tucci, though, he's the guy. He's in the middle of the road here. This is pretty incredible. I'm sorry to pull you away from where you were here, hey Nick. I should be a little more conscientious of where you're at. But this is just incredible. This Alamo situation on suburbs. There's so much drama here happening with Tucci being under the gun here, armed and ready, pushing in on his position. This is over.
Oh, and he finally goes down. Little Black Hawk Down sniper scenario here.
We're gonna mortar their hab.
Ish asking if this is a FOB or a rally. This is a FOB. The U.S. has down to the north, and it sounds like they're digging the mortars right now. So Doc
There's a lot
really
of suburbs.
strongly on these mortars here, uses them. It's going to be interesting here if they got it far enough away from these buildings, though. Because it could go up and hit these buildings that are just tall buildings right in front of it.
You blew up that fucking
And
techie.
to the right, road up ahead, 103. 103, there's a guy on the side of the road. He just ducked back, but blow up the thing first.
Hold on, I'm watching this 103 fuck face because I don't want to give away our position already. You know, any more than it
Blow
already
it up, we
has
got Bull
been.
running over.
Old strategy, got it.
Fuck.
We'll
Hey,
see if it pays off.
The Army of 9 here saying they didn't want to give away their position. You sure they didn't fire, and Alpha Dogs takes a shot. And another one. He's red. He's dying. He's bloody. He's on fire. He's smoking, and he's dead.
That's no fucking excuse. I got ants in my eyes.
He says that's no excuse. I have ants in my eyes.
Friendly mortars are hitting that hab. Friendly mortars.
So yeah, Ish saying it's another good amount of tickets. So 130 now for the U.S.
One enemy on the hab.
The kill counts, though, very well. 216 current kills for the United States to 186 on the insurgent side.
I don't know. I don't have eyes on him.
So Eamon Wright using the SPG Techie from the main base of the insurgents to take out Odie, who is on the bridge here using his height advantage in that crow.
We're losing the FOB towards the suburbs. Stand by.
So Eamon dies on this Techie, and Odie's going to take the Techie out. So he survives, but one more rocket, he's going down.
Odie and Jaeger, they are the two-man dream team that we see on the vehicles for these matches. And they're beautiful to watch work, but I'll tell you, when you've got these ticket disparities, you're watching with a little bated breath here, making sure nothing happens to them, because it's going to hurt that much harder.
We're trying.
So look at all these insurgents here. Omaha had it dug up for literally a half a second. But there's so many insurgents here on the
Where
point.
are those mortars? Come on!
So they mortared a little bit earlier, and I think they stopped because FFO pushed in on directly on top of it. You can see here some other remnant U.S. members, and they are capping now. So they've got the insurgents far enough off because they're worried about their own hab that they now have the men needed to capture. So Jaeger aiming right going down. Jaeger and Petit Fromage takes him down. Spot takes a rocket to the face from Max.
Yeah, and the tickets for anybody watching should be in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. I know they might be a little difficult to read sometimes, but currently 119 for United States to 267 for insurgents.
So the U.S. again had a good thing going. They were capping here, but they weren't able to hold on as now the insurgents start coming off of that hab. And the problem here, though, is the U.S. might get too complacent on focusing directly on the hab. And these mortars are a little shy here.
They're the wrong building. They're the wrong building.
We got 110 ticks right now. We got to start thinking about holding our spawn.
If they were in the next building cluster over, they would have been exactly on target, but they dialed in the incorrect alleyway.
Yeah, so the insurgents here, looks like they're really strong on defense. Maybe about 7 guys or so trying to maybe push on Oasis if they can. But the rest of the focus is all on defending their hab on Suburb. Now they've got, oh wow, they've got almost 10 plus guys on top of Suburb, so they definitely recognize they needed to get bodies on it.
Great input real quick here from Ish. I think the live red button thing on the top right covers when in full screen. We'll have to get that fixed.
So interesting here, I think. Wow, yeah, the insurgents actually used a motorcycle with an IED on it, ran right into the hab and blew it up, and the hab did go down, but now was rebuilt by the U.S. So the U.S. here, 101 to 254 ticket-wise. Insurgents still all over Suburb.
Big thing I'm noticing right now, communication breakdown.
I'm gonna flank the east. This is just not fucking working. I gotta change the vector of it.
Oh, never mind. I take it back.
Yeah, the tough thing here, though, is it's pretty much all Doc right now. He's the only one trying to focus on the attack. It seems like all the other U.S. forces are either trying to engage the insurgents off of Oasis or staying on Oasis for the off chance that they're able to cap. That's about the only way the U.S. now can pull out a win, is if they can get a series of caps right away. But smelling that, the insurgents are on full defense mode. So Doc's going to have a hell of a time here. It looks like some more guys, a little bit of FFO spawning up to the north as well. So
we have 80 tickets left.
So Doc is trying to flank around to the east, as we'll take a look here. He'll have a lot of coverage once he gets that way.
You're gonna have to help us, dude.
Doc here saying he's going to have to pull another squad.
We got plenty of people on the point. 3, 2, and 1 are gonna have to shit. We need to start making moves quickly. They are just so locked in Suburbs right now.
So Armed and Ready controls this 4-story building on the east side, so Doc's going to have to make sure that they...
Dude, we're gonna have to just fucking bull rush it.
Just watch that when they push in here. So there's a rally down here with Hidden Blade. So the insurgents have a good control on all sides of it. You can see to the south there's Clandestine Operations Group. There's Tactically Adequate. Off to the west is Alpha Dog, some more Clandestine. And to the north they're engaging the U.S. in the alleyways. And look at this.
I wish I could say, I'm sorry to interrupt there, I wish I could say there is light at the end of this tunnel. However, because of the fact that insurgents didn't officially cap Suburbs, when the United States gets it back, there is going to be no relief. There is going to be no extra ticket boost until they can finally seal the deal over at Oasis.
Yeah, the problem here now, Doc ready to cross the street, and down he goes. So shot from that building, Armed and Ready, controlling it. So Doc goes down right in the doorway here. It's now pretty much going to come down to, is row code still up? for FFO. He was the squad lead, so FFO did get a rally down back a little bit to the north here inside this building. So Rocode has already pushed across the street, pushing south of the building. He is in the cap zone. If he can get some backup here, all he's got to do is clear out a handful of guys, and he's going to start capping here with some buddies.
He's going to have a Christmas dinner handed right to him. Oh, on the other side of the street that he does not notice, some medic action being bandaged. He does get some long-range shots downrange this alleyway. The Insurgent Highway.
Insurgent Highway.
Karmakoot getting rolled. There's your problem. Rocode clear out a handful of guys. I can relate to that.
So Beezer spot going down by Hidden Blade. So again, the U.S. is trying. What they need to do is just get on the point here. There are a lot of times they're just sitting across the street, sitting in windows, trying to just exchange kills, and they really need to just move as a team and get on the point. As we look now to the south, Army of 9 coming in from the south. So this might be what they need. That's the only open area is the direct south. I don't see a lot of insurgents, so looking up, it might mean, yeah, there's a lot more insurgents here moving towards Oasis.
Or how are we doing on Oasis? We're still fine on Oasis.
Rocode now, he has embedded himself in the hab for the insurgents. He should be able to take down anybody who's spawning in. But, again, these one-to-one trades are not going to end up in United States' favor.
Yep, they've got some guys nearby just about to get in here.
Oh my god, a spawn outside. They're spawning outside. Rocode takes down 2. Matrix has a bomb ready to go.
Pull your gun out. Let's go.
So reinforcements make it. The reinforcements have made it, so they're not going to be able to have enough spawn time before those shovels can start digging. It looks like some of the insurgents pushed to the north to engage Doc Hammer's hab. They're actually removing the hab right now, so beautiful job by Doc removing their own hab to save the tickets. As it looks like they're now capping. They have the bodies they need. Here comes Beezer, Aaron Boy, Chandler, Spot, Bird Person, Ants in My Eyes. They're all on the point. They're tearing down their fob. They still have the bodies they need on Oasis.
Oh, man. This is an amazingly intense first round here of North America's squad.
There it is, officially captured.
We got Oasis.
And they captured Oasis. That's how close it was to capping Oasis before. So now they have the role here they need to get down, but Alpha Dogs was smart enough. They did get some bodies to the south.
Suburb capped! Oasis capped! By the hair of my chinny chin! Incredible!
So now the U.S. has to figure out a way to get all their men halfway across the map.
Oh my God! 77 to 145. Suddenly it does not look so grim for United States.
Yeah, and look how fast all these bodies from Army of 9 FFO pushing off the capture point, moving south. It all requires the Oasis team to just completely control the battlefield here. It's Toxic right on top of some Tactically Adequate, looking the wrong way, though. Thankfully for him, they didn't push around that corner.
Oh, Kool-Aid guy about to, oh yeah! Toxic doesn't hear him?
Little rocket from Max as Max goes down. Yeah, Toxic, Nighthawk getting shot in the window. He goes down. So somehow Toxic's still alive here.
But Telemon from the rooftop clears out everybody. Toxic is his guardian angel here. Is Telemon on the roof. Kills everybody that was shooting behind him. That was something I've never seen before.
We got the fob.
So wow, now we're down to about 60 tickets.
Incredible. We were at a 200 ticket or 150 ticket-ish difference. 150 tickets, now down to 60 very quickly here. And these last couple caps will, ooh, but there is some trouble in River City.
So Doc Hammer did dig up his own fob, so that was a key thing by Doc to dig that up.
Yeah.
That saved them 20 more tickets here, so they clear out the remnants of the insurgents up by their fob. They need that troop transport to move in here, so you can see a lot of the U.S. completely focused now, pushing south. Alpha Dogs, though, is just literally dug in completely here on the hills. So Rocket comes in right in the face of Shinra President. So
now, U.S. does not need to push. But they're going to do it anyway. This could spell the end here. Doc Hammer is go, go, go. Smash it, smash it, smash it. There's a nail. We hit it. But I'm telling you right now, they have the ticket bleed in their favor. This is where they need to lock down Oasis, hold it, and then start to trade 2 for 1 or 2 for none, more likely.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do when you have control of Oasis is kind of push all your bodies off of it. So it's really up to now Army of 9 off to the east, engaging some remnants of Armed and Ready.
3, what's it looking like?
This is scary.
Taking contact down here. They're pushed in good.
Are they dug in like
57 to 101. The ticket's getting closer and closer.
Not sure why Morty's unloading all of his ammo and probably does a little bit of damage in these technicals, but
there's Doctor with the right diagnosis. I don't know if you just heard it. We got to think about not pushing and just working with the bleed is what he just said. This is a man who knows his squad.
Team to Oasis, or excuse me, Estates.
so yeah, you can see the U.S. centralizing all their forces south of Oasis, on Oasis.
Thanks to Ace Productions OG for the follow.
Make sure you guys are conserving tickets.
Yeah, we need to start thinking about not even pushing Fringe if it's that bad.
54 to 82.
If you can.
This is incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wax on Fringe. We're gonna have to pull back for Oasis and just take the defensive up in there.
And there's the alignment that he needs with all those squads there, Hanik. This is beautiful comms. I take back what I said.
It's amazing how capturing 1 point can change your communication strategy. But I think it's just that little bit of positivity that people need to just all of a sudden be like, you know what, we can do this. And that's where just Doc's infectious attitude just comes in. He's always wanting to compete, always in the game. Doesn't matter if he's down by 400 or up by 400 or it's dead even. He wants to win. There's no surrender in that guy.
Jaeger with Ha in the chat. We just, up here at what used to be gas station, Jaeger actually shot out. It was Alpha Dogs moving around in a technical, and I got their SL and their medic. He didn't, though. He shouldn't have had that last laugh. Iman Wright was still up, but that technical is
the interesting,
down.
too, is that vehicle. If I'm aiming right, I would get that vehicle out of here because right now, I mean, the bleed is definitely going to get him. Omaha takes him down.
46-68.
But those vehicles literally can speed this up a lot more, so you can see how fast the bleed now. We're within 21 tickets. So Jaeger calling it out, gas station going to put down a rally, but I think they know that vehicle's there now. If they blow that up, that'll take them even closer.
That should be 8 tickets for that technical.
So for whatever reason, a couple guys did try to push to Fringe here.
Oh no! What's going on here? That's FFO.
Yeah, now Tactically Adequate riding in a vehicle. If this thing gets blown up, there's even more tickets. They got about 6 guys on it, and they're pooping guys out. They're pooping them out. Finger popped out. Nighthawk pooped out. Gash poops out.
40 to 55.
Fringe, we need to sit on get bleed. We're gonna mortar them.
Oh, the rocket just misses, slammed in Dolphin.
39 to 54.
Yeah, we need to hold the push. We can't.
38-52.
Progress too.
Omaha trying to clear out. He got Dolphin, but Slam taked him down.
Bro, what does it look like? Is it bad?
Took him down.
All right, let's sit on bleed. We got 38 tickets. We got to sit on
38-51, 38-50. FFO. Oh no. Oh no. 32 to 50.
And why would you have that down there? I mean, especially this late in the game when Doc's been saying that for this long time.
Rookie mistake for FFO.
So those vehicles, you can't afford to be doing that right now. There's still 15. This is very close here. I'd have to believe if they bleed this out, they still will win this game. But those tickets can't help by losing that troop transport.
West of the Hab. Enemies west of Hab.
So one of the people that pooped out for tactically adequate Gash is off to the west inside the capture point. Everyone else for the insurgents is literally sitting to the south of the highway.
30 to 45, 29 to 44. United States down by about 15, about 13, about 14.
Oh no, and Gash missed. Oh, and Gash uses his last 5 bullets to take Iceman out. Spartan Fox now pushing up on him. Gash just changes his angle.
Oh no. Spartan needs to just throw. Oh god!
And he gets him.
Wow!
So here come the mortars. Doc said he wanted mortars to clear him out, and here they come.
Oh man, this could be it.
Let's see where these babies land.
FFO Noob Machine pushing up.
Oh, and he gets Fearless with the mortar on the first mortar. So Fearless takes a mortar right to the skull. Rookie and Lawinator pretty close to these mortars.
I got my guys north.
The beautiful thing, you can see the spread on these mortars. When he uses these mortars, he uses them beautifully. They don't do them all in the same area. They change the angles. You can see the explosions in the different radius. We're now down to sub 10 ticket difference, 9 tickets.
26-36. The medics right now are the true MVPs. Every ticket matters. 25-28 for the first time this game. United States is within 3 tickets.
Hold that bleed, baby. Hold the bleed.
See, the thing is, the insurgents a while back should have realized that they needed to be really, very aggressive here because the ticket bleed was going to be against them. And instead, they went for a neutral game that did not favor them, and now the U.S. is going to be just a moments away from getting their first lead.
Guys, don't rearm. Save that.
25-26. Stay down for medics, says Noob Machine. 25-25. 24-25. U.S. still 1 away.
Is the Logi up north full or empty? Does anyone know?
23-23.
Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm
No
not
idea.
that shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
22-22. 22-20. United States 1 ticket up. 21-20. 21-19. The bullets are flying. FFO Tucci still laying it all out there. 21-18. $21-17. The potatoes, you're just gonna have to turn me down because they ain't turning this down. 20-15. A good year, and even better ticket get. 19-15. 4 tickets. 19-14. 19-12. 19-10. Unbelievable.
Literally, this road is just a line in the battlefield. I mean, this is just insane. One side is all the insurgents, one side all the U.S. 19-9.
Marking right now. It's right here.
19-9. One of those vehicles back at gas station will end this.
There's 2 techies over here.
Yeah, there's 2 techies. They're calling them out right now.
You can blow those.
Oh, there's another techie right on the other side of the wall here.
Yeah, Alpha Dogs tried to push on the west, on the east. Oh no, that was the west. They pushed on the west there and left it. And 19-4.
One of these techies, and that's GG.
Oh, Eamon Wright's right behind him. Oh, Noob Machine! He's got the rocket out! Oh, that was it!
19-0! Listen to that!
Great game. Great fucking game.
Time to do it again,
I can't
boys.
see.
What a first round.
God!
Hell yeah.
19 tickets.
Total embarrassment.
I did really good, Rick.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Did you hear him all, Haynick?
That was just beautiful.
I want that to be my ringtone.
That was just phenomenal.
That was, I'm going on record right now, the best game of Squad I have ever seen. I have ever seen. The best game of Squad I've ever seen.
Yes, that was amazing.
Oh, I know. It's a bold statement. Ace Hardcastle's like, whoa there. ISKT, also very good games. But that one was one for the books.
I mean, the U.S. was on the ropes for most of that match. And then they come back at the end to have the bleed. That was just beautiful.
Oh, Lightning 1977. Welcome to the North American Squad. What is this? The tournament? Just found this. Haynick, why don't you walk Lightning through this?
Lightning, what we try to do here is try to get as many clans from the North American community as we can to devote about 9 guys. And we do 4 clans on one side, 4 clans on the other side. And then we just let them go at it. So they coordinate, they communicate, and as you can see from that last match, they go all in there. That was a beautiful display of teamwork and everything. I mean, there's times where I thought the U.S. was on the ropes. They didn't have enough guys. But like I said before, man, Doc, he keeps those guys, just keeps that positive energy, man, and it's infectious.
Getting some disconnects here, Haynick. Excuse me. PR Stone saying AR best pick it up. I think Armed and Ready did pretty well. Bulldozer DRC. DLC rather. Cold.
So we'll give them a couple minutes here to try to just catch their breath after that match.
Yeah, holy cow. Dina, thanks for the follow on North American Squad, by the way. Currently, we are restreaming, guys. Haynick, again, offered a wonderful, generous offer to host the chat and the stream today. And so we're on Haynick. We're on twitch.tv/Haynick31. We're on twitch.tv/North American Squad. We have, where else are we? We're on YouTube right now. We're on Mixer. We're on Smashcast. We're on all the big ones. We were on YouTube. We were on Facebook, but that one we had to pay extra money for. So it was like, well, we're not doing that anymore.
Facebook wanting more money?
Yeah, yeah, crazy. Cody Simpson, thanks for the follow.
Lightning, are there any rules to this or just normal squad rules? Just normal squad rules. We try to keep it as even to the gameplay. We try to keep it as vanilla with the game as possible, without bending or breaking the game.
Yeah, that's why the bridge stuff, you may have seen or you may have just joined us, but there's you can blow up a truck and then there's a immovable wreckage that so that's part of the game. You're just using it to your advantage. Arc7271, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, so Lightning saying you just joined. So Lightning, the map we just played, which you will showcase again, it has a lot of these bridges on it where vehicles, if you blow up your own vehicles on the bridges, they are currently at the state of the game immovable. You cannot remove them from the playing field. So people use those for their own advantage to block roadways, just like you would see in real life here. Use those vehicles to just force vehicles to a different path. So one of the things that they were doing on the other map was using that to their advantage to funnel enemy vehicles out a certain road. Some people might think it's cheat, but it's the way the game is played. It's within the rules here, and we just love watching these teams be able to compete. I mean, it's one of those things we talk about. You have to be able to defend your bridge. If you don't want that to happen,
right,
you got to keep defense on it. Put mines on the road, especially as insurgents.
Yep.
You got mines.
Yep.
Keep RPG on those corners. Do whatever you got to do, but if it's going to piss you off, you might want to devote a guy or two to defend it.
Yeah. C-Spot Snipe, thanks for the follow of North American Squad. East Poppy Farm Reaper, thanks for following North American Squad.
Bunnyman 04, we're going to do the same map again. They're going to switch sides, though, so we're going to have FFO, Army of 9, what was to be TBG, but now is some other ragtags, and then Doc's office. They will be on the Insurgents, and they're going to try to do the same thing they did last round and pull out a victory there.
I don't know. It's going to be... I hope that it's another big one, another nail-biter here. So, hey, Nick, I'm due to my illness, I'm going to quick grab a glass of water and double-check on my kids here. I'll be right back as well. But before I go, Andy, thank you for subbing on YouTube. Appreciate it.
It's devotion right there. It's dying. It's coughing. Stops for the thanks. So just trying to get some last players in here to even things out. A couple guys back out, reload the game just to avoid any type of errors or anything. Again, this game is an alpha game, so I mean, so what's surprising me is just how well, as we look at this little glitch of Toxic here going tubing behind the vehicle. Going skiing. Toxic skiing! Here comes the boom! Ow!
Wait, what?
Ghost Rider! Johnny sounds like he's rocking the Stama. Yeah, Ish, 19 tickets. It's definitely not going to leave very much room for error for what's going to be the U.S. side of things here. So we're going to have to see how they decide to play it. Let's get things going here. We're going to do change map. Speed things up a little bit. We'll switch sides here to Tactically Adequate Alpha Dogs, Clandestine Operations Group, and Armed and Ready. So we'll see if their pre-game strategy or their strats change at all based upon how the first round went, where we saw FFO, Army of 9, Doc's office, use vehicles to block the roads. We didn't see a lot of mortars until later in the game, but we'll see how that changes up here.
All right, did I miss anything?
Nope, just got the map switched, so everyone's joining in now. So again, the interesting thing to me here, Johnny, at the beginning is that we'll at least see how they might decide what they're going to be doing with a hab of their own for the U.S. We saw what happened in the first round. They put a hab directly on top of suburbs.
Is it alright if my squad grabs that MRAP on the forward deployment and go to village?
That sounds good to me. We need to be very tactful with our vehicles this game if we want to win. They got extra tickets and we need to save those strikers.
Yeah, can I get... So, if I... the transport truck, full squad to rush straight to Fringe, can I get a Logi support when I drop a fob?
Yeah, I can give you guys one of my guys that'll drive it.
Okay.
Alright, so who's doing back cap?
Laser Bears, hello. So it looks like here, Johnny, it sounds like anyways, from what I'm gathering, that they're going to try to rush Fringe.
Just grab
Try to keep that thing completely neutralized.
Oh, just a striker then.
The advantage for doing that is, one, obviously the insurgents can't capture. They must capture in order Estates, Fringe, Oasis, Suburbs, so finally outskirts.
Be taking that MRAP on the forward deployment to village.
Alright, we'll go outskirts.
Also, a difference here. So, Doc, for Doc Hammer, was kind of commander of the team.
Alright, so if Dolphin's gonna get back cap,
and it
then
sounds
I'll
like
go
we
ahead
kind of
and
have a
grab
more
one of the
democratic
Lodgies
process
and head
here.
outskirts, so we can get the fob up there. Who's grabbing the other one? 'Cause
Yeah,
then
and
we need
historically,
one
I
on
find those always work out great, but
I'll
it's
take
when
one down.
They
it's
sure
when
do.
it's when you need to make a decision that it starts to crumble. When things don't go your way,
Yeah.
you lose a hab, you lose a spawn. Who's going to call it next? And then usually it's one of those guys that gets frustrated, doesn't call anything, and then the communication shuts down. So having that person, let's see how that works out here. So yeah, again, it sounds like they're going to try to push Fringe. The advantage to doing that is it's going to force the U.S. or the insurgents are going to have to throw bodies at it to try to overtake the U.S. that are going to push onto it. So it'll be interesting here to see how fast the U.S. can get there as they mobilize out of their main base. The insurgents do get the advanced spawn. As it looks like Beezer just fell through the map. I was trying to figure out if he was flying, but he's...
Alright, so my squad's going to Fringe.
So
with,
Doc Hammer
Lodgy.
here is on defense, heading to Fringe, or I'm sorry, heading to outskirts. He's got a Lodgy. They've got the artillery truck. A little bit behind that is the SPG. Looks like FFO rocking that.
Roger.
And yeah, it looks like the U.S. here. So Doc's actually pushing out to Village. And oh, he's going to be right in the open here.
Lodgy right in front of us, headed to Village.
The troop transport can't do anything though.
Oh man, what a hard thing to.
Hey,
deal
see
with.
you guys later.
I see it. I don't know what's happening here.
So the U.S. going for a blockage on the second flag. The insurgents said, screw it, we're going for blockage on the first flag. Doc comes swerving in. Criton jumps off. Noodle, Spot, Doc drop off. Army of 9 dropping off with the artillery. So there goes a radio down. Tactically Adequate is quick to respond here. The Lodgy gets hit. Spot does get the supplies down.
At this intersection, I'm marking it as SPD trucks.
Spot gets Dolphin out, so Spot jumps out of the vehicle, catches Dolphin sleeping, takes him out. Noodle goes down. Doc Hammer engaging Finger Gash. Prowler. The MRAP to the north.
Alright, we're not going to have anything at Fringe,
So it's really crucial here. This is about to determine how things will go here.
Fringe, man. Fringe is like the key here.
Right.
The old Fringe they can't cap.
You're not getting a Lodgy right away is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Can I please get it?
Oh, some.
You guys need to clear the comms. Can't hear anything my squad's saying in Village.
Yeah, so
Oh, man.
we'll swing over here as we swing very slowly over here to Fringe.
And
looks
while
like-
while you're flying there, this village is a nightmare. A nightmare on Village. With Army of 9 here, Tactically Adequate, barely holding on. I don't think they're going to be able to take this point.
The one benefit or nice thing for the U.S. here, Alpha Dogs completely controls Fringe. So they will at least control the day down here. So it's going to become a matter of who pulls off first.
I am going to eat my words. I hope I eat my words because I've never been a big fan of first point rushes. I think they're boring. I hate that they're so effective. Thank God they made it. They capped it. All right.
Alright, Roger. We're getting a fob down on Village or on outskirts right now.
Copy.
So the insurgents lost their hab. They lost their Lodgy truck.
Or Fringe.
Fringe, we're gonna try to get you a Lodgy.
So the interesting here is the insurgents didn't do anything with outskirts, and now Armed and Ready has a full squad pushing no resistance on outskirts.
Wow. That was bet. It's go to the roulette wheel, bet on black, and it comes up red.
And yeah, here's 18 guys pushing into outskirts with not one insurgent nearby.
No, we got
It looks like the insurgents have decided to use Refinery as their fallback line in the sand here. So they are digging in strongly at Refinery. I think they realize outskirts was a little too far for them. So they're getting supplies. They're reinforcing over there. The nice thing about Refinery, it does have really good sight lines.
Tough guy Walkman asking what clans are in this tournament. Well, on the United States side, we currently have Tactically Adequate. We've got Clandestine COG, Clandestine Operation Group, or Covert Operation Group. I forget right when I'm on Cold Medicine. We've got Armed and Ready AR, and we have Alpha Dogs. On the insurgent side, we got Doctor's Office. We got Army of
I say
9.
we hold until one gets over here before
We got the
push for
the
refinery.
Doc's waiting room, which is the kind of the rest, and then FFO bridge crew.
It pushes a group. Remember, they can't cap anything, so.
Yeah, so I think on a normal day, we usually have a pretty decent amount of North American clans. We started this as, what are we at? Now it's 34, 35, no, I think 35. So about 35 weeks ago, we started this, and we had about 5 dedicated clans. Now we can easily get about 13, 14 clans in North America. That's what we want to be able to do here, is just grow the community in North America, get the competition up, have a lot of these clans. A lot of these clans will be participating in International Squad Knockout Tournament Open Amateur League, which should start here at the end of this month. So it'll be interesting to see them on a world stage taking on strong competition.
Hey, Nick, I need you here right now, Noob Machine, and taking C4 and putting it on top of, oh no, and Odie right here. So a double whammy.
Squad 1, are you headed to
of this AR net, this Matt V. Noob Machine. Oh, maybe put him out of position. Here we go. Missed it. Wow.
Yeah,
so close. There was some hot and heavy stuff here. I wish I could have explained it better than that.
My squad's gonna
Sorry.
Three's gonna start walking over the refinery.
That's my one. That's my one miss. Swing and a miss.
I mean, it's just interesting to me to see so much openness inside the city here as the insurgents are at refineries. We swing down the fringe. Looks like FFO is trying to push in on fringe, clearing out Alpha Dogs. So this is going to be key here for the insurgents. They really need to push this strongly as Tucci goes down with a nade directly on top of him. So Alpha Dogs controls the rooftops. They have the optics. They're on the point. Spooky coming in with a motorcycle.
Really, one? How'd you know? Really?
We died by mine.
So I just heard Dolphin say he died.
Cool. Respawn at the hab and continue the assault.
Yeah, he was going for he was going for refinery.
Be careful with tickets, guys. The vehicles are going to lose us the game if we keep using them.
And there was a mine right at the opening to the refinery.
Oh, wow. Yep.
Yep.
So, yeah, so using their mines, I mean, that's the huge advantage here for insurgents is these IEDs and these mines. So that's going to pretty much be their own little roadblock now because the U.S. drove right into it. So they're kind of screwing themselves here.
Thanks. Also, Sapiens, thanks for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate it.
So the insurgents are dug in everywhere here. Their dock is pushing to the north. They've got Army of 9 on the directly on the front. In the meantime, though, the U.S. is able to just freely go through the city here. Clandestine Operations Group to the south here. So that I'd imagine they're going to try to get a HAB and a FOB down almost the same way Doc did in the first round. And let's head back down south here. Is the Ragtag group engaging off to the west. FFO is just forcing the issue, and Alpha Dogs.
One, you put a Vic repair on that fob.
The problem, though, is Alpha Dogs definitely has the numbers here on FFO. You can see FFO's got about 4 guys, Ghost, Sniper, and Tucci, and Prankster. And Alpha Dogs has their full squad here. And they are in the cap. This is a rather large cap on fringe, as you can see these little wire outlines everywhere. That's the cap radius. So it's a good chunk of this entire area.
They stacked the fuck out of refinery. They have a shit ton of fucking sandbags on the south side.
Fuck it. Get mortars.
So in a quick report, the outskirts HAB is going down. FFO Omaha digging it in smoke on the top. Very good digging position. He's on top of the HAB digging. And there he goes down. So now next is the 20 tickets. FFO Spooky going in on the radio now.
Yeah, the interesting thing here is I think the U.S. is almost spread a little too thin here.
One, can you hold
they have Alpha Dogs way on the south on fringe by themselves. Clandestine Operations Group is in the middle, all by themselves, in the middle of the city. Tactically Adequate now coming and clearing their HAB. Omaha somehow survives. Says, you killed my brother. I kill you. And now he's bandaging as he runs around. Kool-Aid guy right in front of him. Down he goes.
Careful.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So, as I was saying before, though, it seems like they're too spread out. They really need to centralize the focus. B-Rock on YouTube. Hey. And Jay Raymond, I just got home, couldn't play in this event. Unfortunately, could you show me what the TBG guys are up to? Zula, actually couldn't get enough guys because of Labor Day. So we got some Doc's office backup ragtag guys that join in on us.
Oh, Justice J absolutely saying, can I get a ticket update? 409 tickets for the United States to 496 for the insurgents. So,
why don't you tell them what the first round score was as well?
Oh my God! First round was, what was it? Was it 15?
I think it was 19. I think it was 19.
Yeah, 19 tickets.
19 ticket win for FFO Doc's office. Army of 9 and, or no, I'm sorry, not Army of 9. Who else is on their team? FFO Doc. Oh, it is Army of 9. Army of 9 and what would have been TBG if Zula wasn't doing real life stuff.
Let's not blame one person.
But it's fun.
Yeah, Justice J is out enjoying a barbecue and living the life, streaming some squad. And on that mobile, our ticket counts are a little too small. So feel free to call it out anytime. Just I'll try to be prominent in calling those out for you. Jay, I am the squad on YouTube. I am the squad.
Zula's the one-man squad.
That's right.
We have 404 for the U.S., 488 for the insurgents here. As we can see, armed and ready now, pushing in with clandestine operations group to the south of Refinery. And here's that fuck ton of sandbags that was called out earlier.
It's ridiculous. We got Chandler. He's just got smoke on the top of one of these refinery bins. And he's got a giant machine gun, armored machine gun. He's got smoke up and he's just randomly shooting through this smoke. This is pandemonium.
Utter chaos.
What's he even doing? What's he even shooting at? He's just making noise. Just making noise over here.
There was a firefight.
There's got to be like 7 guys up there.
Yeah, Bill's saying he's providing the ambiance.
Yeah.
Oh, Beast Lobster. I'm helping! Guys, I'm helping! I shot the smoke!
Get bodies on cap, we're capping.
We're doing it.
Bob's saying don't make Johnny laugh, he might die.
Oh my God. Sorry.
So, armed and ready here, clandestine operations group. Did a beautiful job pushing the fuck ton of sandbags. And now they're moving on to the big building. I agree with Woodsy. He says one of these days, Bill's jokes is going to kill Johnny.
Oh my God, that's funny. I need to get more water.
So U.S. here slowly getting the push, the numbers. They've got the sides. Looks like Legend Gash just goes down. So they're slowly starting to push in from all around here. I'm seeing less and less bodies here for the insurgents on Refinery. So we'll have to try to take a look to see where they're at. It looks like they were able to capture Fringe.
Hey, careful with those vehicles.
They're capturing Oasis now. FFO is on Oasis.
Marking with the green fob is clear. We sent several vehicles.
So that's why you're not seeing as many people at Refinery. Insurgents are now capping everything behind it.
Over again, but for last I know, it's
FFO
clear.
heading to suburbs as well, so they'll be able to get Oasis and suburbs.
My squad's gonna head to suburbs right now.
Oh, and this is gonna be interesting. Clandestine operations group is now gonna turn around.
We still need your guys on here. We need the bodies to cap. 4 should redirect to suburbs. They can spawn on that fob and head towards suburbs. 4 or 1 should do that.
Yeah, that's where
Whatever my guys are on refinery, they're staying.
Yeah, we're just out capping them right now because we've got bodies.
Okay.
So a lot of good communication here, saying Clandestine Operations Group, we need you here for the cap, armed and ready. So now they're sticking around. They need to get in this building, though. Bobopolis goes down from about 20 rounds.
Be careful. Their bridges.
Oh, Abradoff. Linkler comes from behind and clears out Fearless, Rampage, and Pink Predator. And now he's got Hidden Blade and Major Malfunction. Major Malfunction goes down. Hidden Blade getting shot. Down he goes. A beautiful flank. Gets 6 kills. And now all the focus becomes on what's left over here of Tactically Adequate.
North is open, and that's what I'm going to try and push through.
Yeah, we just.
So U.S. had good ground. They had them contained in that building, and now they're not able to. So you can see this strong group here pushed in the suburbs for the insurgents. Alpha Dogs straight out to the west. They might be laying groundwork for the future here. But the insurgents, as we zoom in, you can see they've got bodies all over the place. FFO looks like they're engaging what could be a Logi run. I'm not sure if they even know each other here yet. That's Ghost and Omaha with Alpha Dogs just to their north on the roof. Oh, and he sees him. Oh, one shot right to the chest of Ghost.
Dumbed one in that building, Patriot. What's up?
Yeah, so much action on gas station with Oasis being capped and now insurgents on suburbs. That gas station rope-a-dope throwing them off.
Yeah, so I think they're just trying to get a radio down, and oh, Eamon Wright's going to go, no, Toxic freaked out. He saw too many guys, doesn't able to get anyone. Instead of focusing on Eamon, he just decides to shoot at everyone. So Eamon's going to bandage. He'll be able to get a radio down, it looks like by gas station. So as we take a look at the map, it looks like suburbs here will be capped shortly. Army of 9 still all over that. As we swing back to the north where the action should be still going on.
Hey, One, where are you?
It's a lot of dead armed and ready here. So the insurgents heavily fortified. They took over the building with a fuck ton of sandbags. And you can see this Dishka right inside here, so they've got control of this.
Yeah, we're not getting refinery, guys.
Insurgent forces will officially capture the suburbs.
Yeah, it looks like Tactically Adequate now. Finally coming in from the north. They're using the Striker here. So they really need to defend that. Oh my god, and the Striker hit a landmine. It hit another landmine. Another vehicle lost for the U.S. on these well-placed landmines for the insurgents. All of these little entrances where you were talking last round about how you want to take the road less traveled, that's not actually a road. Wow, so they lose the Striker, and that's going to be a huge ticket swing now. So now it's 336 for the U.S., 443 for the insurgents. So now it's all up to the Tactically Adequate on foot. And they push around a corner where there's a huge sight line right now. As a grenade goes off, slammed his half-life. Frank's going to have to repair, or Finger's going to have to repair his body with some bandages. So insurgents neutralizing Refinery. They're now going to be able to cap Refinery. Armed and ready, not able to gain any ground to the south. Looks like this technical just trying to get in somewhere, and they're under fire. Yeah, Laser Bear saying TA messed up. Yeah, losing that vehicle, especially with those optics. They could have controlled a lot. You can see Max off in the distance engaging, taking down Meeseeks. So this is what they should have been doing with that. I mean, they use it for dropping off men, but you can't lose it like that. I mean, it's just unfortunate. Well-placed mines, though. So now Alpha Dogs coming in to the north as well. So they need a strong focus on both sides. No one pushing in from the west. You can
Great
see
comment by Ishpret Patel on chat. Nothing on squad comms either. Not liking this.
1-4, y'all getting a half down up there?
Squad 4, they're fucking digging our fob already.
So TA saying they're digging their fob as we try to swing north. That
That's
is Jaeger
Jaeger
right on top of it. Oh, and he tried to run out there. He put an IED on it, and down it goes.
Oh, and there it is.
The IED for the win.
Yeah.
He called it in. He said, "Oh, la, la, la," and down he goes. Takes one for the team. What a beautiful radio call into that.
I think I heard it on local. I think I heard the. God. That's, you know what? It's like, hey Siri. Hey Siri. He takes out his phone.
Hey Siri, call my bomb. Oh, that awkward moment when you have. Oh my God, I have Hey Siri on apparently. So then it called my mom. No, don't. No.
No. Oh, I needed to call my cell phone bomb, not my mom. My mom is the bomb.
Hopefully she didn't get that.
Siri, what if there's a DLC that actually called your mom, and you're like, oh, mom, that's not you.
As soon as you call,
Evan SMA test, you're coming in loud and clear. Good buddy. B-Rock 98 with the laughs, and then the hero is a kilo.
Is a kilo. So the U.S. here just not able to get any ground. Clandestine Operations Group AR to the south. We have tactically adequate Alpha Dogs to the north. Ooh, and I heard artillery coming in from Army of 9 across the river.
They're on the outskirts, Fob. They're on the outskirts, Fob.
So they can start landing these rocket techies right in the middle there. Tactically Adequate's going to have a world of hurt with Alpha Dogs pushing in. It's a good public service announcement to shut off Hey Siri. Yeah, Laserberry saying, in theory, you can push a striker through the water.
What? No.
I don't think in the current metric of the water you can because of the depth.
Oh, wait.
It might. If it's fully submerged, it will blow up, but I'm sure that'll be something they'll fix eventually.
If you got it, well, maybe. That's a long way to go. You need to be going fast.
And the other bad thing too is there's not. I don't even think there's many entrances. There really. Well, no, there is a water area. You can get in there. So yeah, there's a ramp you could get right up. Hypothetically, you could just roll right in.
You know, maybe. You know, there is a low spot right here.
4, can you hold out?
That I don't think you get completely submerged.
Can you have your squad hold there? And
I think it's actually exactly where this opening is.
We need to get another fob up.
If you go further south, it gets deeper.
I mean, at the very least, you could hug the coast enough to get down and get on that ramp and just get right into refinery.
Yeah, that's the line right there, Haney.
But yeah, I mean, even if you came in from the north, you follow the outside of the line here, you could come straight across the water, get right to this ramp, and literally jump right into the middle of their base here. You could split their defense in half.
Right in the doorway of the hangar.
They'd light you up with rockets so fast.
You got to do the mad rush, just drop a bunch of bodies off. So interesting thing here is now the U.S. actually does have to defend outskirts, even though the insurgents have not. No. Well, here comes Doc pushing outskirts. So now they actually have to defend it. So that's one full squad that's not able to be on the offensive. And it's all quiet there now, but you can see Doc Hammer, Noodle, formerly Baron Von, Chandler and Crichton coming. What's his voice now that he's just Noodle?
No, hi, I'm Noodle.
Hi, Noodle.
I am Noodle. Hey. And then what Baron Von Noodles used to be was, it's a me! It's a Baron Von Noodles! It's a Baron Von Noodles! Hello! How are you? Hi, Nick!
But no more.
But now it's just...
Now it's just Noodles.
Hi.
What's up, guys? I'm Noodles.
I'm just a plain noodle.
Sweet. So tactically adequate here. Prowler with some good range with the optics, controlling, took out Doc Hammer. Crichton and Chandler moving in, and looks like FFO pushing in now from the west. So you'll see a rally probably go to, well, I don't see row code here, so they won't be able to get a rally down, but they will have 5 bodies here.
Oh, they're taking refinery.
Don't neglect outskirts, but send a 3-man squad or something to suburbs. Ready.
Oh yeah, and if we look at this, I see a lot of dead red directly on top of the hab. Oh, they got a vehicle in on it. That's what it is. They got an angle. Petit Fromage jumps in the enemy Dishka, and he uses it to clear the hab. So now COG is able to start digging it.
Refinery, excuse me.
So they're digging up the hab in refinery, so the U.S. finally able to gain ground. And this is going to be a big win here. So if the insurgents are really... Oh, wow. And the insurgents already have a fob on suburbs and a mass spawn. Everyone on there is there. So
FFO sneaking behind outskirts, and they're going to be taking down this fob and hab over here.
If only they were getting bodies on the actual point here, they could do a double neutral.
If they would have gone to outskirts instead, they would have been able to neutralize or double neutral.
So it's going to be interesting here to see when refinery goes neutral.
Hey, who's ever got that Humvee next to outskirts, have them guard the fob there.
He's trying.
Currently 246 tickets for United States to 323, and there's the C4 going off.
All I see is a lot of dead bodies, but I still see the radio up.
My guys are positioned on the south side of refinery.
Wasn't quite enough to blow it up, so Noob Machine here. Oh, no.
Wow.
He got caught with his shovel down.
Easy Red 1, thanks for the follow of North American Squad.
So U.S. completely clears refinery. They still have not neutralized it, but it should be here shortly. So technically here...
Refinery is neutral.
Oh, there we go. So FFO and anyone else in Doc's office not able to capture outskirts in time to keep the double neutral. So
Silverman on chat, absolutely right. U.S. needs to dig the fob up on outskirts and put one on refinery. This one is just going to cost them tickets in the long run.
Yeah, and it's going to be... I mean, I'm just looking here between refinery and suburbs, and the insurgents just have bodies everywhere. There's a couple guys in a building here, a couple guys in a building there. They've got more guys on top of a 6-story building. I mean, they have bodies everywhere right now.
You know, tickets shorten up real quick. 237 to 306.
Yeah,
Is
U.S.
that with the refinery cap? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't quite much of a swing, but the U.S.
It hasn't even. It's about to get real.
Yeah, and they haven't really been using the vehicles. That's the big thing. I mean, TA did lose a striker and a Logi early on, but other than that, I think they've completely foregoed vehicles.
Vehicles for tickets, gents, instead of just holding them.
Alright, we're gonna dig the fob on outskirts. We still got a lot of infantry pushing up here, so we don't want to lose that now.
Beaver saying Noodle and Baron Von Noodle are completely different people.
Roger.
Oh, good. Thank God. Thank God.
What are the odds? 2 Noodles, same clan.
Maybe that's multiple personality disorder. I never want to think that Baron Von Noodle's voice will ever go away. Holy cow, these tickets. Refinery isn't even capped yet, and we're at 234 to 288. Some big ticket losses for insurgents. And Refinery should be a real nice win here for United States with a ticket boost and then a ticket decrease for insurgents.
Fob's going down at outskirts.
Y'all are losing the fob on refinery.
Copy.
There it is. Wow, shortened up real good. 246 to 260.
Wow. So here we get a nice shot of the U.S. pushing south to suburbs.
But no one defending refinery. This is scary. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's clandestine operations group is here. COG is here. I just didn't see him.
4, get right into suburbs. They're distracted by us on the south side.
Yeah, so Alpha Dog's here just slowly pushing up, just clearing out these buildings. You can see Sniper in the brain and the 4-story just behind them, kind of right directly on top of them. Bird person running supplies. And the insurgents still have a crap ton of bodies on top of suburbs. So we take a quick look around the rest of the map just to see if there's anything else we're missing here.
Holy cats, did they... Outskirts, there's still activity on outskirts. In fact, that fob is still up. What are they thinking? United States does not pull down that outskirts fob, and that just cost them 20 tickets. Jeez Louise. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 10 times, shame on me.
You'll need to get one up by
Shame on all of us, Johnny. Shame on all of us.
Shame. That fob should have been put down like a bad dog.
We're getting the radio right now for refineries.
Sounds like clandestine operations group getting a fob down way to the north in refinery. Oh no, that's actually the fob they have down.
Who's ever got that Logi truck?
That's Army of 9 noob actually digging up the fob. So he's digging up the fob. He's so close. Oh, and he switches to a gun. He's a scout.
Oh,
does he have an IED on it?
Explosion.
Oh, and he almost survives it.
Wow.
I'm out of bandages. Fuck.
That scout.
Is there a radio? I'm trying to see if he maybe got a bomb down, but I don't think he did. If he would have got an IED down, that would have been huge. 2 fobs in the matter of a minute or two.
He used it. He used it for the other fob, or he used it previously.
So I mean, this is just remarkable. I haven't seen these IEDs be used so much for digging these fobs down. I mean, these teams, you know, we see this competitive-like environment. They know almost exactly how much damage those IEDs can do, so they dig it up as much as they need to, and then use that the rest of the way.
It's fine. We're fine. We saved it.
As long as we're holding the refinery, but...
Tactically adequate, pushing into suburbs now, but there is going to be a fight of fights here.
Superman's truck is rolling into the water as another explosion goes off. Let's see if that truck... I think they saved it in time. Yeah, they're able to dig that fob back up here. So COG saved it. I'm not sure. He must have ran all the way up there by himself. So U.S., I mean, just with how beautifully the insurgents are spread out, the closest the U.S. have been is right now we're armed and ready, and some tactically adequate are moving in from the west on suburbs. I'm just kind of seeing remnants of just U.S. guys all over the place. There's a troop transport from Alpha Dogs heading on the highway to the south. Fingers engaging Omaha. Kool-Aid guys in a second-story building.
Yeah, we need a Logi for that.
So first round we saw a lot of the centralized pushes. Here we're seeing a lot more of the sporadic small teams moving.
Wait, something just got placed here. Move it. Why are there smokes here? Did you smoke this?
I'm rebuilding the hab on
No, it wasn't me.
There's no friendlies here.
Doc Hammer gonna be putting some pressure on refinery. It's not gonna look good for refinery here. Let's see if Alpha Dogs and COG can hold them at bay. Also, man, can't believe that this is still a thing. There's still a big mine right in front of the main entrance here in refinery that these guys, Alpha Dogs, walk right over.
On the south side?
It's the main entrance on the west side where the they put a.
Yep.
It's a great position for a mine because it's where you would go. They even have the 2 rocks out. I mean, it's perfect.
So it's just using that knowledge. I mean, that vehicle's destroyed there. The only way they can squeeze through is right in that road. So beautiful placement of these mines. We've already gotten at least confirmed 2, maybe 3 kills on
All right,
vehicles.
guys, we need to be very careful with vehicles and tickets. We can win if we make them bleed.
So 188 to 240 right now.
Oh, Doc Hammer's coming in hot on Refinery.
I was trying to figure out. They said there's a bridge block here, so I'm going to swing it over. Oh
my gosh.
Alpha Dogs tried to block the southern bridge, and it looks like they blew up the vehicle, and it jumped off the bridge. And now it's underwater.
Oh. Silly Gilly here, though, back up. I'm going to just autotate this to you. All those sandbags that we've been talking about for a real long time, finally used against them. So Insurgents getting a taste of their own medicine with these sandbags. Just a little tit for tat there. Wanted to give you the audio update on that there, Haining.
Tit for tat.
Nothing like a little your own medicine.
Armed and ready here off to the west of suburbs. I mean, they're in this 5-story building, just sitting in the 5-story building here. I'm not sure. There's not a lot of ground being gained. They are taking small sporadic fires, but they need a lot more support. It looks like is it Doc's office pushing on Refinery? Yep, I see Doc's dead body here.
Yep.
Chandler
Suburbs.
and Errand Boy.
Yeah, and Suburbs being, I know you're back at Refinery, I just wanted to quick talk about Suburbs being the point of points because it's going to stop the bleed. It's going to make things a little more even for the teams, and then they can just focus on those trades and trying to get better value out of their positioning and play.
How's Refinery? I don't see many bodies on it.
Yeah, so U.S. here is still trying to just get as close as they can here to suburbs. Alpha Dogs has a couple guys just to the north outside the cap. And Armed and Ready getting cleared from the building off to the west by Army of 9. That's outside of it.
Have to rewatch that.
Alpha Dogs also on the bridge to the south. Amon, right, Kitty Wampus, and Alio.
Forrest, if you can try to sneak up behind them, we got a lot of their attention.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So it looks like Amon right here is trying to get something down to the south. They do have a good clear path in. You can see the radio just across the street inside of this building.
FFO Tucci, though, waiting. Kachow, also thanks for following North American Squad.
Tucci just playing the patient game.
Yeah, he's
look
ready.
Look at this thing floating here.
Yeah, it's a
precarious position.
Valid placement.
Oh, and he turns at the wrong time. He needs a turn.
Oh, the wrong time. Oh! Double kill.
Double tap.
Double kill. Lord.
So Amon, and the bad thing was they did not get a rally down before they did that push.
Oh, no. They were in the right angle.
So they were getting the flank they wanted. They just didn't get the rally down. So swinging back up to Refinery here, I see a lot more dead bodies. And it's kind of a trade here. The U.S. still just kind of holding out with a small group of clandestine operations group holding on. So most of the battle now is being focused. And wow, look at out to the west here. Army of 9 has taken over the 5-story building that Armed and Ready was in. And off to the west, Tactically Adequate and Armed and Ready are moving in together. So the U.S. is trying to gain any ground they can here, but you can see how well the Insurgents, I love that they control all these different intersections on the roads. They have sight lines everywhere. I mean, even Tucci there to the south, he was only one man with that Dishka, but served his purpose very well. Finally, that miss of a bridge block finally blows up in the water.
Getting rolled here on Twitch chat. Really great comments here. U.S. is slowly Pied Pipering them away from the cap. And now phase 2 actually sending squads into suburbs.
Yeah, the nice thing though is they're at least keeping a squad on the cap at all times here, so they're not fully disengaging, but they're really keeping
on refinery.
Oh my gosh, they're going after that fob again.
It's Jaeger again.
Oh my lord!
And there's no way they're gonna get there in time. Rookie's the closest one. Odie is there as well to slow them down.
Why are they not replay? Once they're found, why would you think they're not? Oh, they were gonna one time. They're just gonna try once, and then we got them. Just gonna dig. Just gonna dig it. This will be a Jaeger solo dig, absolutely.
They're gonna dig that fucking radio. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Are both our Logi trucks just sitting there? Yeah.
Oh my god, and the Logi is just right here. That's what they're saying. Are both our Logi trucks right here? One is definitely here, and then is the other one actually in there? They're both there! Oh my god!
So they're getting one of them here. Rookie jumping in that one to probably try to get to the fob faster. Odie getting shot. Odie needs to get there with the shovel and help him out. Jaeger's never wanted to dig faster, and finally there it goes.
It is! Must drive to the radio.
Jaeger going up, way up underground here.
He's got the moves like Jaeger. He's got the moves like Jaeger. He's got the moves.
And now down to 92 tickets.
Radio at refinery.
Oh, and Jaeger does go down there. So 92 tickets. They lost the radio.
It's a pretty good trade. Pretty good value there.
Take that any day of the week. And wow, look at all the bodies on suburbs. This has become
we have no
insane here.
Anymore.
I feel like there was a lesson in there somewhere.
This is like LA in 92 here. We got just massacre all over the place. Trying to push in from the south. They can't get across the street, so insurgents controlling all of the choke points here across the roads. They have eyes on everything. And some eyes. Johnson.
We're sending a Logi runner.
Taking down smoke. Yeah, I do hear mortars as well.
Oh, Crichton. Insurgent mortars set up.
They're blown up just to the east of refinery. I'm not sure at this point if it's really advantageous of them to be mortaring refinery, just because they don't even have an assault going on there.
They don't. Do they have any spawns on the map now?
That is a good question. I don't know if the U.S. has anything located. No, I don't see anything.
Fringe?
I don't see any fobs or habs for the U.S. right now.
That's, yeah.
Both of their lodges were north of refinery.
Grab that second Logi.
Spets Razgrees, thanks for following North American Squad.
Probably too late though.
Yeah, I don't have a guy to fucking spare right now.
And some guys, Johnson clearing out Kitty Wampus and Coral as well, so
GG, boys.
That's a 3-kill. And you can hear TA sarcastically saying GG's there because they lost the Logi, now down to 64 tickets. Yeah, it's just interesting to me. I mean, especially if they've already tried digging up that fob to the north of refinery once, wouldn't you dig it up and move it someplace a little bit closer to where you have guys within a radius of it? Ooh, there's music.
Zach, thanks for following North American Squad. Silverman on chat says, "Ants in my eyes, Johnson is Benevides." That's
He probably didn't like you using his voice.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope not.
So Alpha Dogs here getting cleared out to the south. Spot, the lone survivor. And they're rally just inside the building. A Spot pushes here, and down it goes. Suicide, the last one to spawn in. Spot takes him out, so Alpha Dog's cleared out to the south, so the Insurgents have been one step ahead of the U.S. every push, every turn, and now with no spawn, they're going to have to use these vehicles to try to maneuver troops around. 44 tickets now.
Oh my God! So they have no. That means Maine is the only. Oh wow! So yeah, vehicles now in play. Two of these both strikers go down. This is GG. 44 to 173. We've seen miracles. They do happen. Magnets. How do they work? They're all around us.
Oh my God.
Oh, Rampage comes off the MRAP, and down he goes, the Pink Predator. Omaha and Noob up here, just causing chaos again on the corner of these roads. Winnie the Pugh.
I pray to God that these vehicles do not drive on the road. We got a mine coming up. Oh no, tactically adequate Nighthawk. 227 in the striker. Getting on the road. Oh, thank God he pulls off just in the nick of time. There's a mine just ahead of him.
It's a good time to pull out.
What the? Well, you see, when two strikers really love each other,
they stick their 30 inside of his 50.
Oh God, no.
Bill saying drive into the west side.
West entrance, please.
For great justice.
I think tactically adequate knows this is it. They are moving in. One, two, buckle my shoe. 3, 4 strikers out the door.
The old drive-by striker in. Oh, they're coming around Tucci's neighborhood. Oh! 3 tickets, 2 tickets.
Stop giving up. Wait for medic.
I mean,
1 ticket.
it's too late. We got 2 strikers.
The last ticket here, and down they go.
Whoops.
That's one way to end it, I guess.
Well, they can't all be amazings. You know.
Good game. All good game.
It was a good game though. I think there's a lot to learn. And Pizza Nova.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
North American Squad brought to you by Pizza Nova.
Pizza Nova! It's the only pizza in a Nova.
Delivered by Striker.
Ishay and TA lost 1 Logi and 2 strikers. Yeah, I think the last striker there was kind of a we're kind of done here sort of thing. I mean, it was when they lost that fob and there's no one protecting it, that was pretty much the end of it.
When when the board was clear, there were no spawns on the board and you had to spawn at main. And it was what, sub 70, sub 50 tickets?
Yep.
I don't blame them. It's a close game though.
Yeah, very close game. I think that first round, like we talked about already a million times, was a beautiful, beautiful back and forth battle here. I mean, it's a pleasure to listen to someone like Dr. Hammer talk in Squad Lead chat because he always keeps you in the fight. He makes sure everyone knows where they're going, what they're doing. Everyone has a purpose, so it's very refreshing to see that, and it was great to see them pull out that win by 19 tickets.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to other people stepping up, and I know it can be weird because, you know, you play with your clan, and you may be in a leadership role in your clan, but you're kind of like, oh, I don't want to step on other people's toes or whatever. But I mean, I'm saying just try it out because we can see that it works. I think that we really worked on team balance. We're trying to learn from our team matchups, and we're really looking forward to, if you're new and you want to get in on this, yeah, just there's so much room for so many great things, and Hank, this is just a real fun event.
Yeah, it's always good casting it, and we have a good group of people in NAS. A lot of good clans and different types of people and different clans that like to play different styles. So If you're ever interested in getting into those environments, a lot of these clans all have their own servers. Obviously, FFO, Dr. Hammer, TBG, Army of 9, all of these clans have their own servers. So if you go in any of these, you know you're going to get a quality match every time you play. So make sure if you're looking to step things up a little bit and just play the game for what it is with no unique specific rules, just play and win. Those are the servers that do it. And yeah, you get to see the culmination of why they play here a little bit on NAS with a kind of more casual competitive environment, but
yeah,
just all around a good time.
Yeah, and I think also NAS really prides itself on being open-minded, I guess, or as far as if you've got your server you want to promote, all North American squad's goal is to get people to play squad. So if you've got an event, if you have an event, even if it's at the exact same time, we will still shout you out. It doesn't matter to us. It's squad. So we really like some of the players out there right now. International Squad Knockout Tournament, great group of guys. Community Clan Fight Night, very cool stuff going on there. SquadOps.gg, you gotta check them out. Very unique way to play squad. They got these great One Life operations. So there's just so many great things if you want to be a part of that. We love to shout you guys out. We love to interact, and that's why we don't do the chat delay. We want to be live and in charge. Shout out to Legacy servers as Unicorn Stalker.
Well, I think that'll wrap us up here. And Johnny, you're the outro man, so why don't you take the outro?
Okay, sure. Well, I'll give it a shot. Hey, Nick, thank you very much. Thanks for everybody for being here. Thanks for all the clans. I do want to say special thanks to the brave men and women of the United States Armed Forces. For us, Squad is just a game that we play with friends. We have a good time, pew-pew with the keyboard and mouse. Yay, it's all good. But for those brave men and women that put their lives on the line, when things go bad, they don't just get to, bring up the console and type respawn. There's some serious consequences. So we just want to say thank you very much, active duty. Thank you very much to reserves, and especially thank you veterans for your service and your sacrifice. The Squad stream and North American Squad, we salute you.